In 2002, the archaeologists uncovered a grave in Amesbury, England, near a famous Stonehenge. The grave contained a large number of artifacts and gold objects that belonged to the British Bronze Age culture, known as the Bell Beaker culture. But the most important discovery was the male skeleton of a Bronze Age man, buried with many arrowheads, funerary pots, copper knives, metalworking tools, boar tusks, cushion stones, piece of iron pyrite and other things. However, the British press named the skeleton the King of Stonehenge and Amesbury Archer. The DNA analysis of the skeleton confirmed that he had steppe ancestry and spent his childhood in Central Europe, probably near the Western Alps. He belonged to the Indo-European language group and was one of the earliest gold metalworkers of Britain. It is also believed that he, among others, introduced the Bell Beaker culture in Britain. The archer was 40 years old when he died and his skeleton was dated 2300 BC. This discovery changed the ancient history of England in many ways. The high status of the burial, the wealth and the lavish nature of the grave show that the archer was an important person and probably a pilgrim who used to visit the Stonehenge because his mourners buried him near the Stonehenge site. His connections with continental Europe and his knowledge of metalworking technology changed a previous opinion of the historians about the British Bronze Age. There was a black stone wrist guard on his forearm, and a red wrist guard by his knees. A shale belt ring and a pair of gold hair ornaments, discovered with the archer, is now considered as the oldest gold objects known in England. A missing left kneecap of the skeleton suggests that he had an injury. Also, an eroded hole in his jaw shows that he had an abscess. The anatomy of the skeleton also show us several unusual features of the archer when he was alive. But the archer was not alone. There was a second skeleton, a younger one, in his 20s, buried near the archer. This skeleton is known as his companion. They both share some rare hereditary anomaly like the navicular tarsal, calcaneo-navicular coalition, and fusing of the calcaneus. But unlike the archer, his companion was born in Wessex and spent part of his childhood in Western Alps. The historians are not sure whether the Amesbury archer and his companion fought any battles in Britain or what was their relation with the local population, or how long they lived in Bronze Age England, or why the archer's left knee was badly damaged. The historians only know that the archer must have spent his childhood somewhere in modern Austria, Germany or Switzerland, near the Alps. He was one of the most powerful elite warrior of his time who had an important role in the erection of Stonehenge in Britain, the country where he died and got buried.